let's go.
We are going to build a great border wall to stop illegal immigration.
We will offer a very different vision. It's about building bridges, not walls, between people.
Is that true? Bridges and walls, two vastly different answers to a growing illegal immigration problem. But check out these bizarre images showing the extraordinary lengths people are going to get into the great United States of America undetected. So who is actually stopping them? Let's ask Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch. And we also know that the president today, to paraphrase, comes out and says the border has never been safer or more closed than ever before. He's been cracking down on the border. Hey, Tom.
Hey, good morning.
Who's more accurate?
We don't have any border security. We don't have any enforcement of our immigration laws to any great extent. It's no surprise that people are taking such extraordinary steps to get across the border, because your real only chance of getting pushed back is if you're caught at the border. But once you're here, interior enforcement, deportations generally have dropped dramatically over the last decade. I was looking at the numbers. This year it looks like only 65,000 people who are here illegally will be deported. And that's out of a population of 12 million. And that works out, if my calculations are right, to about 0.5%. And only then are you going to be deported, generally speaking, as if you're a criminal. And we know that's not happening enough. So you get here, right, you get across the border, and you're free and clear, practically speaking. You have about as much chance of being deported as Hillary Clinton has of being indicted.
Tom, you know, it's such a lazy argument. It's such an insulting argument. No one's anti-Hispanic or pro this or pro that. It's just whether you're going to enforce the borders and have an immigration system. There's a way to get into the country legally. They're choosing illegal. And if you are against illegals coming into the country, you're being categorized as anti-Hispanic. For example, there were 39,000 caught at our southern border in 2015. Now, the president just says today, in an interview airing today, that it's never been safer and the border crisis has never been lower. Well, 45,000 were caught already this year, let alone the border guards who have come out and endorsed Donald Trump because they said they're not being supported.
They are, and in addition to illegal immigrants, imagine you see regular illegal immigrants going these extraordinary lengths. Imagine what the terrorists are doing on the border to get across. We already know they're working with the cartels there, and there's a major security risk there. So the president is whistling past the graveyard. He doesn't want to have to deal with the consequences of his, practically speaking, amnesty, because no one's being deported. As long as there's no enforcement once you get here, my gosh, they're going to come here in great numbers. And if we had stronger enforcement, right, wall or no wall, we'd have less border crossing.
And if they just secure the borders, they can get to most of the immigration reform, which we agree on. If we could just find some way to come to agreement on a way to get the border secured, then we can move forward with everything else, because it is too expensive and too hard just to become a citizen in this country, which is hurting us. The other stuff just won't be addressed because people are afraid of being labeled as anti-Hispanic or everything else.
You have to fix the lawlessness, Brian, before you can address, take any reasonable steps on any reform.
And I think what you just said is reasonable. Tom Fitton, thanks so much for joining us on a Sunday.
Hey, thank you, Brian.